So good morning and welcome back to another video in our NC500 series.
Yeah, so we are travelling around the north coast of Scotland in our campervan, and it's off season at the moment, so it's a little bit chilly and there's not many people around, but having an amazing time. And last time we drove from Groats to here in Durness, and in this video we're going to head down south towards Ullapool.
Yeah, and as you can probably tell, it's another amazing sunny day today. So we're starting early again, and we're going to be heading down south on a quite nice road, I think, and then parking up to do a walk to what should be one of the most beautiful sandy beaches in the country, we've heard.
Yeah, it's just called Sandwood Bay, and apparently you can only get to it by walking to it. So that should be interesting, but hopefully a good walk.
Yeah, all right, let's get going.
We're Tim and Abby, and we converted our Ford Transit into a fully off-grid campervan. We're now enjoying life on the road, so join us for some adventures as we travel around the UK and beyond.
Okay, we haven't got far and there seems to be a bit of an obstruction on the road.
Oh dear, might be here for a little while. Okay.
Actually, completely surrounded.
Oh.
Cheers.
Oh, there's a stray one. Oh no.
Oh, we got one straggler. It's sort of working. Hey, I think you got one sheep still down on the beach.
I wonder where she's gone.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
No worries.
Thank you very much for that.
Right.
Bit of excitement for the morning.
Yeah, it's my good deed done for the day. Right. Carry on with the drive.
Okay.
So, you know, even in off season, you never know what kind of traffic you're going to get.
No.
Tell you what, he must be really good at getting to sleep at night.
Oh god.
Follow me out down to the bay. Forget all the worries when you're with me. Let every wave gently kiss away some of the hardness from those.
So we just started the walk, we've got a packed lunch and a flask of tea for when we get there. So yeah, 4 miles on a really nice straight flat path it looks like so far. But yeah,
Casual walk.
nice casual walk in the sunshine. See you on the beach.
The walk to Sandwood Bay is an 8-mile round trip which takes 3 to 4 hours, and you can also cycle part of the way. The beach is thought to be the most remote in the UK, and getting to it is an easy walk on well-maintained paths through empty moorland before you're rewarded with a fabulous view of the long stretch of golden sand.
See the sea. Wow. I realise there's so many sand dunes here.
I guess we should find a spot away from all the parasols and things.
Do you think we'll find anywhere?
Long ago, the bay was the site of many shipwrecks, including some from the Spanish Armada as well as Viking longboats, leading to the area becoming known for some mysterious hauntings. And looking out across the water, you can see an impressive sea stack, and if you're lucky, you might even catch a glimpse of seals, bottlenose dolphins, or even orca.
For some reason, we decided it was a good idea to go for a paddle in the water, and yes, it was as cold as it looks.
So we've just taken a stroll along the beach, and if we carried on going and up over those hills to go round that headland over there, we'd get to Cape Wrath, which is that point in the distance, and that is the most northwesterly point of mainland Britain. And we did want to go there because the shipping forecast on Radio 4, which Abby, well, we both like to listen to sometimes when we're getting to sleep, the first place they call out is Cape Wrath, which is, yeah, just there. But from here, it's still another, I think, day's hike, and quite a strenuous one, so not today.
Not for us.
I think in high season it's a lot easier because you can get a ferry over the other side, and then you can just get a little bus, I think, to go up to the top. But yeah,
Not an option this time.
not an option this time.
We'll
So
see in the future.
yeah, maybe one day. Right, what does that say?
Heading back towards the route, we stopped off at Kinlochbervie and stayed the night at the Loch Clash Air, a great spot where you just need to pay at the local spa shop. There were toilets, showers, and luckily for us, some laundry facilities a short walk down the road at the local harbour offices. It did feel a little bit eerie though, walking through the dark building with no one else around.
I think that's the most random walk to a shower and laundry room I've ever had in my life.
I would say so.
Never walked past a forklift to go and do my washing before.
Says 45 minutes. We'll see.
The guy in Spa said it takes 3 hours.
Well, in the end, the washing machine took over 3 hours to finish, but we were grateful to have clean clothes. However, they were still wet after being in the tumble dryer, so we had to get pretty creative in the van.
The cost varies between £5 to £15 depending on what you need, and the site has a chemical waste and grey water disposal point, electric hookup, and a fresh water tap to fill your tank.
Heading further south, the scenery starts to become a lot more picturesque and the roads more windy. The weather was a bit temperamental, but we didn't mind as it made the views that little bit more dramatic. You eventually reach the famous Kylesku Bridge, blending into the landscape with its distinctive curve and spanning across the water at a height of 24 metres to allow ships to pass by underneath. Its opening signalled the end of a ferry service which was thought to have been operating since the 1800s, and the bridge recently celebrated its 40th year.
So we've just stopped off at the Kylesku Hotel. Thought we'd just grab a bite to eat for some lunch. Pretty hungry now. That's good. We tried skink for the first time,
Yeah.
which was quite tasty actually.
Yeah, it's like a dish, like a soup made with
Haddock.
haddock and potatoes and onions and...
Yeah, that's nice. Cool. Right. Gonna find a parking spot. So I think we're going to park up for the night just here next to the bridge, and I think, Abby, it might be one of the first nights where there's actually another vehicle.
We've been pretty lonely on this trip, haven't we?
Yeah.
In terms of other campervanners.
Well, look at that view, it's amazing.
You're pretty much spoilt for views around here, aren't you?
You can't really argue with that, can you?
We haven't even got out the van yet, and now the motorhome has already left, so we might be the only ones tonight. Oh well.
Unspoilt view.
Just another 5 minutes along the route, and pretty much right next to the roadside you'll find Wailing Widow Falls, which gets its name from the legend of a mother grieving for her son who lost his life there. It's an amazing 50-foot drop waterfall from the loch above, which you can view from both the top and the bottom.
I think that's close enough.
From here you can also hike to the top of Britain's highest waterfall, but be warned it's not for the faint-hearted, as it's a long trek across boggy moorland to get there and the path is not well marked.
So yeah, we put our shoes in front of the heater to dry them out, but they're so sodden it's probably going to take a couple of days for that. But yeah, so it is November at the moment, so that's sort of what you've got to expect. And the reason we've come so far into the end of the year is two things really. We wanted to experience it a little bit in the off season, so there's much less people about. Also, so there's no chance of any midges. But the other thing is that we want to take our van up to Norway in the winter and the Arctic areas, potentially. Still to convince Abby of that a little bit, but that's what we're sort of planning to do. So this trip has given us a bit of a test of how the van will compare in that sort of much colder climate, so that's been good. So yeah, we've got less daylight, that's the trade-off, but it's been really nice having all the open roads to ourselves, isn't it?
Definitely, yeah.
We've also got to do a little bit more driving today because there hasn't been much sun recently and we've moved a lot slower. That's one of the things we've been testing out actually at the moment in the winter months, is how well the batteries cope. And it's generally been fine if we carry on driving, but if we stop for 2 days or so, 2 or 3 days, and we don't really move and there's no sun, then we start getting low. So yeah, we've got to keep moving, which is not necessarily a bad thing because it means
gives you something to do, doesn't
you've
it?
always got something extra to do. Yeah.
We went back to Wailing Widow Falls, but to the bottom this time, and you can see why it's often called one of the most stunning waterfalls in Scotland.
Definitely where it starts with this one.
Yeah. In some ways, it's actually more impressive. You can actually see it.
Oh yeah, because you're at the bottom of it rather than the top.
That was a nice quick stop. Only took half an hour to get there and back.
Near this point of the route, the road splits, and you can either keep going south towards Ullapool, or you can detour off and head west along the scenic coastal route. But this way is not recommended for much larger vehicles, coaches or caravans because of its single track and steep windy roads.
Right. It says unsuitable for coaches and caravans, but not campervans, and 24.5 ton limit as well, which is quite a lot. We've done a lot of single track roads in Cornwall, so we'll see how it compares to that. Got the rain stop, that's good.
For now.
And now there's something in the air and a sparkly shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within. Dreamy, breezy we go. Tiptoes, undercover agents
little bit steep that bit. It's good though, the road quality is actually really good. Quite fun really.
I think that because we're here in the off season, it's kind of okay. We've only passed one car so far and we've already been driving for how long, Tim? About 15 minutes. I think if you were here in the summer months, it would obviously be a lot busier. If you feel comfortable driving and feel comfortable having to reverse and things like that, then you could probably do it, but it is, yeah, it's not the easiest drive.
The thing is, we drive around Cornwall and Devon quite a lot.
Well, that's the thing, yeah.
Single track road for us is nothing new at all.
Yeah.
And if anything, this one has probably 10 times as many passing places as we used to.
That's true, yeah. Now look at this view. Wow.
It's incredible, isn't it? You need to go slow anyway just to take it all in.
Exactly. My gosh. At least you can see any cars coming from this side.
Yeah. And look, there's a bit of blue sky, the sun's coming out.
We lose track of time, head up high, now we climb. Oh, dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy, on our tiptoes, under.
The scenery all along this windy road was spectacular, and as you head further along you'll come into the small village of Drumbeg, where you can stop off for a rest and admire the views.
A bigger scale the world inhales as we go. I wouldn't want it any other way.
Right. So how did you find your first half?
It's good.
Yeah?
I think we met, what, 2 vehicles?
Yeah.
2 vehicles the whole
vehicles,
time, yeah. So yeah, I imagine in the summer it'd probably be a bit more hairy around some of those hairpins. So this is Drumbeg, isn't it?
Yeah.
So this is a little village. I think it's the only sort of village on this whole stretch, isn't it?
I think so. Or one of, yeah.
So we just popped into the little store, had a nice chat to the lady there.
Yeah.
Probably haven't seen that many people today, I'd imagine. Yeah, got some bananas, some milk. some
Pudding
groceries.
for later.
Yeah, I was in charge of choosing the cake tray. We've gone for a sultana cake.
Good choice.
What's so funny?
That sheep looked so happy.
I didn't even see a sheep.
It was just, it was really like, it had grey, like really soft fur and a white face, and it was just like that.
Wait, stop a second, I'm going to go and see it. Where was it? Just upside the
It was
road?
just literally there, just sitting on the bank. Oh, that was funny.
You can see what she means. It doesn't look like one happy sheep. See what you mean? Happily munching away.
Tell me what it feels like to let go of everything you thought you'd ever known. All of the promises they broke. Tell me what it feels like to let go.
Continuing further west, we passed Clashnessie Beach, a beautiful stretch of sand which we would have stopped at if the weather had been better, but instead we headed slightly off the route and up to the Stoer Lighthouse, sitting right on the edge of the cliffs.
You thought you needed, they turn into dust and make believe. Tell me what it feels like to break free.
Cool. So we've just reached the Stoer Lighthouse. Stoer, not sure how to pronounce it. And this is actually a place where we're going to stay tonight, so it should be pretty good.
Yeah, nice little spot. It's cool that it's up on a little hill up there. It's nice, and it's just started raining as well, just for when we stop.
Good timing, yeah. So how was your drive?
It was good. Yeah, I think yours was a bit more windy, but mine was a bit more potholy. But
Yeah.
the views over the sea was, yeah, really nice.
Yeah, I think you went through a few more open landscapes.
Yeah.
So this place said it was a £10 donation, so we'll just have a wander, see if we can find anywhere to put that in. It's quite a lot of places like this dot around actually, where they're sort of unmanned and it's just an honesty system. I'm not sure if this one is like that. Some of them are pay online or pay in a spa shop. But yeah, like a decent varied amount of spaces, aren't there?
Yeah.
Which is good.
Yeah.
And look, we've got another van coming in, another motorhome.
This is unheard of.
Yeah. I think it's the first time of this whole trip so far.
Yeah.
We've seen 2 other like motorhomes.
Yeah. It's funny actually. So they're just out for a country stroll, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like the weekly sheep running club. Right, let's go. Another lap of the water. Basically going to turn the van into a laundrette tonight.
Pretty much.
We need to get these shoes dried so we can actually wear them tomorrow. They're proper walking shoes.
The lighthouse was built in 1870 and stands 14 metres tall, with the light being visible from up to 24 miles away on a clear day. There are now 2 fully furnished self-catering apartments inside which you can book to stay the night.
From here you can also take a walk to see the Old Man of Stoer, not to be confused with the similar sounding Old Man of Stoer found on the Isle of Skye. It's a 5-mile circular walk that takes around 2 hours, but it can get a little bit windy up on the cliffs. This impressive sea stack is 60 metres high and is a popular climbing destination that sits in another area that's great to do some whale and dolphin spotting.
There's shelter behind the rock. Oh wow, amazing how much of a difference that makes.
We've got cake.
Oh, yeah, nice.
On the way back we braved the elements and headed up to the trig point on top of the hill. To say it was windy was a bit of an understatement, but it was well worth it for the amazing views of the surrounding mountains.
So windy now. So Abby, it is currently 13.2 degrees in the van. What do you say I put the heater on now so it's nice and toasty when we get back?
Good day.
Let's do it.
Not far away now.
Heater is on. Oh, I love being able to do that.
That's good. Lovely and warm.
Nice. It is crazy how you can be like just basically in the wilderness and then just step into a nice warm house.
I know. Quick, close the door.
Okay. Ooh, lost your bag. I think it's most definitely lunchtime.
Yeah. Brisk walk. Works up my appetite.
Heading back to the route, our next stop took us to another amazing waterfall, Clashnessie, again found not far from the road with an easy, if slightly boggy, walk to the bottom. The falls are at their most impressive after recent rainfall, so we were in for quite a treat.
turned the corner into some amazing views out into the distance.
Glad the sun hasn't set quite yet.
That's really cool, isn't it?
Amazing.
As we drove further around, we came into Lochinver, the largest village we'd been to for quite a while, which has shops, cafes, restaurants and a petrol station. We made our way to the local leisure centre, which offered facilities for a service stop.
We love
For weeks.
Yeah. It's true, actually. Yeah, this is the most built up area we've been to for a long time.
Please present your authorizing. Thank you.
It's quite high tech, isn't it?
And after we'd reset everything, we found a quiet spot nearby to park for the night.
I think this is one of the creepier park ups we've been to. We are.
Next to a sawmill.
Yeah, I know. We're in a woods, right next to a sawmill, pitch black.
A bit Twin Peaks, isn't it?
A little bit.
Right, okay.
So we've had a bit of a lazy morning today, and we haven't actually even put the bed away or anything because we've been trying to figure out what to do because the weather is not great. It's been really windy. Actually, we didn't really sleep last night at all, did we?
Not really, no.
Yeah, so we parked up in this sort of like forestry bit, and there was like 50-mile-an-hour gusts overnight, so it was shaking the van quite a lot, which woke us up quite a few times. And yeah, that's kind of changed our plans because we were thinking of, so we're here in Lochinver, and we were planning to go down this little road here, which should be quite nice. And there's a few things we could do, a couple of walks and stuff. But yeah, the weather just does not look good at the moment. So 40-mile-an-hour gusts today, 50, and then going into tomorrow, just more of the same. So we vetoed that. So instead, what we've decided to do is just stay where we are in Lochinver and just wait out the bad weather. And where we are now is actually quite a good place to be, at least, because it's the biggest sort of like town or large village in this area. So there is a few things open, so we can go and get something to eat later. It's a really nice pie shop that we're going to try out. And there is a leisure centre which has free water and grey dump, which is quite handy as well. So yeah, it's a bit annoying, but not too bad.
I mean, it's the first time it's happened really on this whole trip, isn't it? That we've had particularly bad weather, that we couldn't really move. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's not so bad.
Wind is definitely the worst weather for being in a van.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
But
Never
yeah.
mind, at least it'll give us a couple of days to recharge and plan our next leg and stuff like that.
Yeah, which is good because we have done a lot of walking and we are quite tired.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's carry on doing nothing. So I figured while we're here, I might as well go for a run around the woods, see what that's like. So I'm going to do that and then run around back past the harbour end to the van, I think. All right, let's go. Quite nice here, actually. Kylesku Woods, I think it's called.
I found another little parking area on the other side of the woods, which also had space for one campervan to park overnight for a small donation.
So there's the pie shop. Definitely open, which is good. Oh man, I can really feel that headwind now. So I'm just back at the leisure centre because Abby said I should check out how windy it is here, protected by obviously the building and that huge bit of rock. And yeah, it's a lot better, so might actually park here tonight because you can, you just pay £10. But to get a good night's sleep, probably worth it. So I've reached the viewpoint at the top of the wood, and it's a pretty good view. Alright, now back to the van, have a nice shower, and see if Abby's ready to go and get a pie, I reckon.
Lochinver Larder is a very famous restaurant renowned for its delicious sweet and savoury pies, with lots of choices to eat in or take away. We really enjoyed a hearty meal, and it was great spending time out of the van escaping the atrocious weather outside.
Really nice. Worth going for one to have an appetite for that. I think the weather's got a bit worse as well, eating those pies. It wasn't this bad when I came running over earlier. It's got a lot worse. It's actually hurting my eyes.
Oh, glad we're back in the dry van. Just a little bit damp outside, but yes, it's nice that we just went and had our pie. Apparently Lochinver is known for being like the foodie capital of the Highlands, but a lot of the other places here are closed, so it was nice that that was still open so that we could go. We might even go back in a couple of days or something.
I wouldn't say no.
It was that good. So yeah, I think we're going to go and park up next to the leisure centre where we dumped our grey water yesterday, because I think that is the most protected place around here from this wind. It's just absolutely insane.
Possibly the windiest we've had it ever at the moment. It's actually ridiculous. You can echoed by the buildings and the big rock there. It's just relentless. Pretty sick of it now. It's horrible, isn't it? We're getting like all the different bad weathers in one go.
It's disgusting.
So while we take shelter for a while and wait for the weather to calm down a bit, we think we'll end this video here. We'll leave you feeling sorry for Tim trying to fill up fuel during a hailstorm. See you next time.
Don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, you can subscribe below, and we'll see you next time.